Hi everybody. So I'm super excited. I got my gray market terzepatide today. See? This is it. So I buy mine through, it's called Peptides X. It is a gray market, but that's about all I can afford. You see, I started this journey way back in 2024, in October of 2024, at 265 pounds. And I'm disabled, so I'm bone on bone in my knees, and I'm not able to walk very well or exercise much. I'm in respiratory therapy, or failure. I have oxygen, but I'm sitting, so I'm okay for right now. But I knew I had to get my weight down, and I wasn't doing very good on my own. Since I had quit smoking in 2019, I have put on 65 pounds, a little over 65, more like 70 pounds. And that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of body to have to oxygenate. So I knew I needed to get my weight down, try to reclaim my health. And I had been hearing about the semaglutides, Ozempic and those, and I didn't know anything about them. But I had been watching people on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and watching their journey, and it inspired me to try it myself. My problem is being disabled. I have Medicare, and Medicare doesn't cover it. So I had to pay cash out of my pocket, and that was costing me over $400 a month. And if something was to have happened, I wasn't able to afford it. So I lost about 15 pounds in the next 3 months, which I titrated up from 2.5 or 0.25 up to 5.0. And I was starting to feel some effects at the 5 or 0.5, but it just wasn't enough. And in order for me to be able to go up to the 0.75, it was going to cost me over $1,000. And with an income of $1,200, that just wasn't going to happen. So after a few months of this and really wanting to lose the weight, I stopped doing it because I just didn't have the money. And I started seeking the other alternatives, which is the compounding pharmacies. And I went through them for about 2 months. I had gained back the initial 15 pounds that I had lost by ordering through Eli Lilly at over $400 a month. And then this going through the compounding pharmacy was costing me almost $300. No, it was over $300 a month. It was like $302. And then, so I had gone off of it for a while, gained back most of my weight, started again, thinking, okay, I can do the compounding pharmacies, started down low, titrated up, was just getting to where I was seeing the effects of, the good effects of the weight loss, and the compounding pharmacies weren't able to get it anymore at the price I was paying. So the doctor that I was seeing, the first compounding pharmacy was a mail order, and it came in through a local doctor. I would order it out of Texas, and it would come in the mail. The second compounding was out of a local pharmacy at the 7.5, and I got 1 month of that, and then they weren't able to get it anymore. So once again, I went off of it all over again. Very frustrated that I go through all of this and it's taken away from me again. Well, I was on a couple of Facebook groups and learned about a opportunity through ordering in the gray market. And the gray market's a little scary because it isn't regulated like compounding pharmacies or like Eli Lilly and stuff. But I'm so desperate that without this medicine, I'm probably going to die anyways. And I'm going to need to do whatever it takes to get the medicine that I need. And I need these peptides. I need these synthetic peptides to help me control my weight. Being a very busy person all of my life, I was always busy doing something. I was always climbing the next mountain and what's around the next corner type person. And to have my freedom of mobility taken away caused a lot of emotional problems, depression, anxiety, and I slowly watched my life decline and be taken away from me. And after I lost my Fred, I really didn't care what happened to me, but and I know he took my hand and helped me through this, but he's given me a reason to start a new life. And in order to do that, I've got to get this weight off. I have got to get my health back. So I started ordering through the gray market, and they send the peptides to me, and they come, let me turn my camera around so you can see. They send them to me like this. And then I have the backwater that I syringe into them, and then inject it back into myself. I have been on this since May, so I was almost back up to 265 when I finally found the gray market and put my hands in this boiling pot of water to see how it would go. And I've lost 30 pounds since May, and this is the first week of September, so I'm very pleased with how it's going. I do feel a little tired on the second day, and I do have nausea, and I'm okay with that. Being fat makes me sick too, so why not, if you're gonna feel like crap, why not feel crap and have a benefit? So I am starting this YouTube so you can follow my journey. That's my background. This is where I'm getting my medicines. I was able to get 10 vials this last time, and it cost me $430. That's gonna last me probably, depending on what I do, I'm doing 0.75, and these are 10 each, so every 3 I'll get it's gonna last me about 14 weeks. That's a lot. That's a lot of weeks. So I'm not as afraid of the lapses of the money not being there for me to be able to afford it. So follow on, and I will keep you posted on how this goes. If you are using a gray market product like I am, please, down in the comments, why don't you go ahead and share with me what you're using and what it's costing you and what your results are. Let's go on this journey together.